Welcome back to my channel. This is the second day in the series, Prepare for Your Pet. Today I'm going to be talking about food. Now, again, Liza is my cat, and you will see her or hear her in the background, and she may be in the foreground because she likes to join in every once in a while. She also likes to answer questions, and she will respond. So let's get into preparing for your pet food. As I talked to everyone, the last part of the series, which was the first part, about bowls or containers. Now, I do have two of these bowls, and I can use one for water and I can use one for food. I carry these in her go bag. They're very light. You can also buy collapsible bowls that are very light and they don't take up much space. I also have a bowl made out of copper. This could be used for food if you wish, or it could be used for water. Now, we don't use this right now. This is just an extra in case I might need it for Liza, or if we get another dog or another cat. So this would be an extra. Again, it's real copper on stainless steel, and it says it's for dogs, but cats can use it too. So food can be put in here, a large quantity. That's a lot of food if you have a cat. Now, if you have a dog, it may not be a large amount, but if you have a cat, that's a large amount of food. You could put their dry food in there, and then you could put their wet food in this little plastic bowl, which would be easy to clean. Now, if you're bugging out, you can carry something, as I said, collapsible or plastic. Easy to carry, easy to clean, and it's light. You wouldn't want to carry a glass dish or a ceramic dish in your bug out bag for them because it's just too much weight. So they don't mind eating out of a plastic bowl. As long as they have their food, they're fine. So let's get into the different types of food. I get Liza these little Fancy Feast Petites. And this one is tender turkey entree pate. Now, she enjoys the pate. For some reason, she does not like anything chunky, like chunky stew. So this is actually 2 meals, unless she's very hungry. As you can see, they're divided. They pop apart. So I could have a week's worth in a very small area. She has different flavors that she enjoys. So she has those on the shelf in her prepper pantry. Now, on the top there is a foil covering. I have purchased some of these before in a box, like it was in a case of them, that this seal had been compromised and it was bulging. Just like any other food, you need to look at that. When I opened it up, I went, oh no, put it back in the box, took it back to the store, and they immediately refunded my money, or they replaced it with the same product, which was good. It was a total fail. They didn't even keep it in the store. They took it out directly to the trash can in the box that I brought it in. And the strange thing is, there were 2 different packets like this in 2 different boxes that were compromised. Not the whole box was, just a couple. So on those seals for this cat food, it was compromised. Again, it was brand new. They had just ordered it. It just come in. Something just happened. So always check your pet's food to make sure that it's not compromised. Now, can you stack these? You can, because they're light. I do not stack them on top of each other this way. They come in a little plastic rack, I call it, or holder, and it separates them like this. I keep it in that rack in her prepper pantry because it doesn't weigh down the seal. I don't want to break the seal or compromise the seal. So this can be put in your go bag. This can be stockpiled for a while. These are good until, it's a Best Buy date, September 2023. And you can see that. So these have another year and a little bit on it, which is fine. She'll go through this quickly. Rotate. Yes, you need to rotate. Rotate food for pets also. What I do is, these have just been purchased actually today. So I will go through and I will put the date right here. And I will make sure that I can see the best by date, and I put them in order. So I pick the oldest one first, and then the newest ones I put on the back behind the stack. Now, another thing is canned food. This has a pop top. I haven't seen cans, except they're larger cans that you use a can opener with, but this is a pop top. This is also Fancy Feast, and it's a salmon, let's see, it's a savory salmon feast pate. That's what Liza likes, her pate. So, these also have a best by date, and it's 2023. Wait, upside down. 2023. I don't know if you can see that, but it's also September 2023. So, I will, again, these have just come in. I will put the date, the best by date, right across here in a Sharpie marker so I can see it easily. I will rotate. I will stock from the back. I will use the oldest first. And that way I make sure it always have the freshest food in her bowl at any time. Now, food. How much cat food does your cat eat? Let's just talk about cats. So, Liza will eat one of these sections in a meal. It's just enough for her to have a meal. She eats 3 times a day. And so I need to figure out how many of these I need for a certain period of time. I also need to make sure that I have a backup of these on hand if the soft containers are compromised for some reason, or vice versa. These could be compromised and these would be fine. So I need to make sure that there is enough in the prepper pantry of hers to always have X amount of weeks, months on hand. If you can't afford it, go out a year. You don't want to buy everything that the best by date might be September 2023. You would have a lot of food. Now, if you move through it quite quickly, then it won't be a problem. Now, let's talk about something that's fun for the cat. Treats. Liza knows, do you want a treat? And she knows where she goes to get her treat, her certain area she jumps up on. These are treats. They're soft. They may not last as long as a crunchy treat. It depends on what your cat likes or what your pet likes. That's what you would need to get. Now, these have a very long date. It's 2023 again. I will show you that on here. It says it on the back. It's very small. It's 2023 of January. She will definitely go through all of these treats before 2023. This is something that's light. It can be carried in your bug out bag or her bug out bag. And it gives a sense of normalcy to the animal and your pet, obviously, that everything, we may be at a different spot, but I'm still getting my treats. I still have my food. I still have all my treats. Another great backup is going to be their dry food. This is Liza's dry food, and it is a 16, wait, nope, it's a 7-pound bag. I'm sorry, this is a 7-pound bag. Now, this has increased dramatically in the store. I know everyone knows all pet food has gone through the roof. It used to be, I think it was like $12. Today, when I checked it, it was $19.95. Now, that's only been 6 months. So you're talking about a dramatic increase in price. Also rotate this. I do not vacuum seal cat food because she'll go through it pretty quick. But I make sure that I rotate it and I make sure I use the oldest first. Now, you can see that this is Liza's bag. This is her go bag dry food. So I have this in her go bag at all times. She has a measuring cup in here. Sorry for the noise. She has a little measuring cup in here so I can scoop it out and I can put that in her bowl. I can also put it back in the bag if we're in an emergency situation. I can put it back in the bag and not have it in the bowl, and she can have her wet food, so I can rotate it out. She usually has dry and wet available for her at all times, and she's, like I said, she is on a schedule: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So this has been the second part of the series on food for your pets. This is prep for your pet, and we're discussing food. Very important to have extra food on hand for your pets. Check your prices, check your best deals, stock up as much as you can. Check your pet's prepper pantry. If you have a certain area or closet that they may have their supplies in, check it to make sure they have everything they need for a certain period of time, just like you would for your family, because they are part of your family. Well, I appreciate you stopping by today. This is the second part of the series, Prep for Your Pets, and it's about food. Share with your family and friends if you enjoyed this video or it gave you some gentle reminders. Also, give me a thumbs up, and in the comments below, let me know how you prep for your pets. Well, I'll see you again on the next part of the series.